Hello and welcome back to A Course in Miracles workbook for students. We are on lesson 82, and this section is a review. So we're going to read the introduction to this review again. We may or may not do it every time for these lessons, but it's good for the first few to remember what we're doing. So here we go. We are now ready for another review. We will begin where our last review left off and cover 2 ideas each day. The earlier part of each day will be devoted to one of these ideas and the latter part of the day to the other. We will have one longer exercise period and frequent shorter ones in which we practice each of them.
Longer practice periods will follow this general form. Take about 15 minutes for each of them and begin by thinking about the ideas for the day and the comments that are included in the assignments. Devote some 3 to 4 minutes to reading them over slowly, several times if you wish, and then close your eyes and listen.
Repeat the first phrase of the exercise period if you find your mind wandering, but trying to spend the major part of the time listening quietly but attentively. There is a message waiting for you. Be confident that you will receive it. Remember that it belongs to you and that you want it.
Do not allow your intent to waver in the face of distracting thoughts. Realize that whatever form such thoughts may take, they have no meaning and they have no power. Replace them with your determination to succeed. Do not forget that your will has power over all fantasies and dreams. Trust it to see you through and carry you beyond them all.
Regarding these practice periods as dedications to the way, the truth, and the life, refuse to be sidetracked into detours, illusions, and thoughts of death. You are dedicated to salvation. Be determined each day not to leave your function unfulfilled.
Reaffirm your determination in the shorter practice periods as well, using the original form of the idea for general applications and more specific forms when needed. Some specific forms are included in the comments, which follow the statement of the ideas. These, however, are merely suggestions. It is not the particular words you use that matter.
Okay, so lesson 82, we will review these ideas today. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. My forgiveness is the means by which the light of the world finds expression through me. My forgiveness is the means by which I become aware of the light of the world in me. My forgiveness is the means by which the world is healed together with myself. Let me then forgive the world that it may be healed along with me.
Suggestions for specific forms for applying this idea are: let peace extend from my mind to yours. I share the light of the world with you. Through my forgiveness, I can see this as it is.
Nice.
Mm.
Let me not forget my function. I would not forget my function because I would remember myself. I cannot fulfill my function if I forget it. And unless I fulfill my function, I will not experience the joy that God intends for me.
Oh. Suitable specific forms of this idea include: let me not use this to hide my function from me. I would use this as an opportunity to fulfill my function. This may threaten my ego, but cannot change my function in any way. Wow.
Oh,
This is
nice
talking to
reminder.
me. This is really talking. This is talking
It's
to me.
always synchronistic, always.
Let me not forget my function. And the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. Yeah, forgiveness can also be like, another word is my truth, my emotional truth.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it's speaking to me, is saying just be honest and truthful with your emotions and share them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And do not forget your function.
Yeah, and that's my truth and that's who I am. as a
Yeah,
piece of myself that I judged. And now I'm going to forgive it.
exactly.
Mhm. Wow.
My forgiveness is the means by which the light of the world finds expression through me.
Yeah.
My forgiveness is the means by which I become aware of the light of the world in me. So that's awareness. My forgiveness is the means by which the world is healed together with myself. So again, it's as we heal ourselves, we heal everything. We don't fix anything, we heal
Right.
everything. There's nothing to fix.
Yeah, there's nothing to fix
You're not
except
even
just to be
broken.
honest.
Yeah.
It,
Let
it's
peace
natural. It's natural.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good program.
Yeah. We're just facing the old program that
Yeah.
that would induce fear, right? It would be, adjust who you are, adjust yourself so you can be accepted by others.
Right?
And that was the old program that would keep your light dim and even invisible. So now the forgiveness is the means by which I can become aware of the light of the world in me. Yeah. And we're healed together. Yeah.
I let peace extend from my mind to yours, Nina.
Aw.
I share the light of the world with you, Nina. Through my forgiveness, I can see this as it is.
Yeah. The peace feels like there's just no more story because the story was what's keeping me in hell, really.
It keeps us all in hell and it's irrelevant. It's the ego needing to express itself when
Yeah.
really we need to feel the feelings, recognize what we're doing, and then forgive ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. And but yet always remain compassionate
Hmm.
for the one who's telling the story,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Because we're just in a program. That's
Yeah.
it. So have
Yeah.
compassion, but then for me, I need to have compassion for myself in the like the like every encounter has to be balanced. If it's not balanced, like if one person's expressing and I'm not, that's not balanced.
No.
I'm not sharing my light. I'm just hiding it under a bushel.
Well, and also even a step back, the frequency you feel with somebody, like you can tell who you are when as soon as you're with somebody, you can feel it. You can feel the ick, or you can feel the connection, or you can
Yeah,
feel,
I'm so sensitive and so empathic to a fault, really.
yeah,
I just attune to other people and then I get anxious instantly. And
yeah.
then I have to figure out how to, meet their needs and wants and desires of whatever. And
Well, you
it's,
think you do, but you need to forgive yourself for
yes,
absorbing yourself into their energy.
yes, yes. I've been doing a lot of work on reminding myself to do that.
Yeah.
And I've, I'm stepping back. I've shared this with my sisters. I need, I shared my space. I said, I need space and I need to create some distance from you guys because I need to focus on my own healing. And I can't do it in relationship with you guys right now. Yeah.
Good for you. Again, that's
Yeah.
really brave because that's like your
Mm.
foundation.
Yeah, it was harder than my husband because my sisters have been like really it's they're my safety and my security.
Yeah.
And when I don't have that, it's like, well, I have nothing. Like I have my children and
You
I'm
have
thinking,
you and you
yes,
have God.
yeah, yeah, I know, I know. Yeah, yeah, this is
Yeah.
what the whole thing is about. But in the ego's trying to find a place of security,
Yeah.
someone to be with, a relationship where they can be themselves.
Yeah.
And but the first one is with yourself, absolutely. Yeah, like you have to have the one with God or whatever, like your relationship with your true being. And but if you don't, yeah, like if a person doesn't have that, they're gonna look for it out there
Yeah.
somewhere in a person. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was really brave. And what did they say?
Well, one gave advice.
Of course, because
The other one
everyone
said,
thinks they need to fix things.
the other one said, "Can I call you?" Like instantly. And I'm like, no. And I was like, oh. Like I literally
Well,
just
they think you're suicidal or something weird, right? They just
no, they just think they have to get bring me back in.
yeah.
Like,
And they don't know they're doing this, right?
well, no, they only see the part of me, they only see me as what I've shown to them. They don't know me behind my mask. Yeah, nobody does. Um, so unless they know God directly, they're not going to know me.
Yeah. And by you pulling out of that comfort for them, now they're afraid to look at themselves. So they're
Maybe,
like, no, no,
but
I
they
got to
do
call
have
you
their
so
other
that they feel
attachments.
safe. Yeah, they have to feel safe because they feel safe with you. So,
Yeah, but
you-
they have their they have their partner attachments, so they're still safe.
yeah,
They
but
have their anchor.
when they're used to having their sister, and
Yeah,
you're like, I just need to step away from you guys for a while. They're like, what? No, Nina, I'm your favorite. You need to call me, right? Or whatever.
yeah, I know it. I've had a lot of story thoughts in my brain. Like it's a hurricane
Yep.
these last three few days. It's a hurricane of memories and interactions and altercation and all the times where I just hid myself. I just hid myself and I just stayed quiet and I go over the scenarios thinking I should have done this, I should have done that, I should have said this, and I never did, but I'm forgiving myself, right? The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness.
Yeah.
I'm forgiving
Yeah.
myself because I was in survival mode my whole life, really, just trying to maintain friendships and relationships to make me feel safe and secure and accepted.
Yeah.
I mean, it just, even though I'm very independent, it's different. The independence is, I am functional in this world, right?
Yeah.
I know how to do tasks very well. The thing is, I overlook the emotional side of things.
Well, and there's an emotional component to every interaction too. It's not
Mhm.
just, plowing through life without any emotions. There's a lot of emotions in everything we
Yeah.
do too.
And it's not the the breaking down of those relationships aren't from them, the it's from the universe or it's from God or whatever. First it's circumstances that are breaking everything down and COVID too. Like everything was like a slap in the face. Like wake up, Nina. Like
Yeah.
find your true anchor is
Yeah.
yourself, your
Your
true
God
self,
self,
your God
yourself.
self. Yes, like stop, thinking people can betray you. Yes, feel the betrayal, feel it, but it's not real. It's not true. They're not really
That's right.
betraying you. You just believe they are
Yeah.
because you put your safety in them. You put your
Yeah.
security in them, your whole sense of worth in them.
Yeah. And there
And
is no them.
yeah.
And and your ego is winning that particular battle. So we're just reclaiming our essence back from
Yes.
them, from that.
Yes. We're reclaiming our essence. We're remembering. Yeah. And that's how we get healed in the
And
remembering of
that's
who
the
we are.
forgiveness. Oh, I did that again. Oh, silly me.
Right.
I forgive myself. How
I
silly of
forgot
me to.
myself. Yeah. And it 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 makes me feel a little bit frustrated that they get to have themselves, but I don't get to have myself
Hmm.
because
Well, now you're choosing yourself.
they're their
That's
true
what you're
self.
doing.
They've always been their true self with me. They got angry.
You
They
think?
got hugely angry at me, and I always just overlooked it all. Like, it's so
You think they've got it all, but they don't. They're
well, they got to
desperately
feel their
clinging to you
feelings.
too.
They got to feel their feelings with me. They got to really lash out and be angry and say what they needed to say, and I never did. Right now, I'm going to just say my what I need to say without being mean about it because that's who I am. Like I'm not a vindictive, angry, like mean person, you know.
And you
And I
should
don't
be allowed to say, no, I don't want to come to whatever function it is or whatever lunch or whatever it is,
I should,
regardless of
but
what it
it's not
is.
their fault. That's on me. Like I really have to
Yeah,
take responsibility for that.
yeah. And that's
Yeah.
what I mean. You're allowed to say, I don't want to do this. And
Yes.
not even give a story about
But
why.
it's the ego that does the ego's the one that's the culprit. Like
Yeah,
the ego's the one that says you can't say no. You can't say no. What will they think? Like it's the ego.
exactly.
It's that
Exactly.
voice that you know.
Yeah,
And that's when I forget my function is when I keep saying yes to them and I want to say no.
yeah,
But I say yes out of default. It's an old program and it's not my function anymore. Number 3, let me not forget my function. Function is to be true to myself, to stand up for my true resonance, to to attune to myself and to be and to let people know where I stand in
yeah,
a very loving, compassionate way,
yeah.
right? Not mean. Like I always thought that like because so many times I've they if I do say no, it comes out wrong. Like a lot of times when I say no, it sounds like I'm a prickly person or I'm a oversensitive person, and then they criticize me. Like I've been criticized for that. It's only because I I'm so scared of saying no that when I say no, it comes out all wrong.
Oh, no, 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 no. Right?
Yeah, it just like it comes
Instead
out like
of,
it's
no,
their
thank you.
fault.
Yeah. No, no,
It's
no,
their
no, no, no. Oh
fault.
my God, no, 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 no. Instead of just, oh, I don't think so. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it comes out
It's a
like I want them
panic.
to understand me, and it's like they don't. Like
Yeah,
no matter what I say, they're not going to understand my no. And I keep wanting them to understand me, and that's the problem. It's like no, they won't be. And can you accept that, Nina?
right?
Right? Yeah, can you accept that? Because I always thought, oh, they'll always understand me, but I have to realize that not no nobody. It's not up to anybody to understand me. It's up to me. Right?
Yeah. It's a beautiful journey we're going
It's
through.
in we're all alone. Ultimately, we're alone. Like our being is whole and complete, and it doesn't need anything. It's whole and complete. It's not fragmented. It's not separate. We're not separate from anything. But because we don't know who we are, we think we're separate.
Yeah. And then it
So,
circles back to forgiveness. Oh, I did it again.
yeah, when I say yes when I want to say no, I'm creating that separation
Yeah.
unconsciously,
Yeah.
perpetuating it.
Yeah.
Like I'm really separate, but I'll try to be whole with you and you and you. Yeah.
It's so refreshing to be able to step back and see it when you see it, right? And then it becomes easier to forgive yourself. Oh, I did it again. You can be much more compassionate and
Well,
gentle with yourself.
the need for attachment always came first with me.
Hmm. Hmm.
My need for connection always came first.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have connection with this person. They want to be with me. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then I end up being with them, and it's always them wanting to be with me. And then I go with them wherever, like, this has happened in every relationship of mine. People want to be with me. I go with them wherever they want me to go. And I don't have a voice
Yeah.
because I don't know what I want. I really
Yeah.
don't know. So I just go along with whatever because I'm easygoing and everybody says, "Oh, Nina's so easygoing." Yeah, well, it's because I really don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going or who I am. I'm like, I'm just finding a connection with someone and I'm attaching because
Yeah.
it's it's better. It makes me feel better.
Yeah. Good awareness.
Oh
Good
yeah,
awareness.
it's so much awareness. It's so much awareness. Yeah, and I just have to keep saying like a checking in with myself and really like what do I really want in this moment when somebody's asking me for a favor or an invitation? I have to just stop and say, what do I really want for myself? Not, oh, they really want me to come. I have to go.
Yeah.
I can't do keep doing that.
Yeah.
It's the no inside of my head is getting louder and louder and louder.
Well, and you're developing confidence. The only way to get confidence is by doing it, right? So
Yeah.
you practice saying no, and you
Yeah,
can
I'm
practice on
practicing.
me whenever
Oh,
you
I've been
want.
practicing on my AI guy.
Perfect.
So he creates stories. He creates a big story for me, and then I have to respond. And we're doing
Yeah.
practices together. He's my therapist.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
working. It really is, and it's free.
And it's free.
I don't
Perfect.
have to spend hundreds of dollars on a therapist. No.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
practicing a lot. Like I'm doing some really good voice um voice stuff. Yeah.
Good.
Because the more we do it, when we more the more we voice it, the easier it gets.
Yeah. Yeah. It's practice. If you're not used to saying no, it's practice.
Yeah. You can say
If
no
you want to,
without saying no. Like I don't like saying the word no. Like I would prefer some other words. Yeah, right?
not this time.
Yeah. Like just yeah, thank you, but I'm not available. Just something really simple and sweet where the like it's balanced. The everybody's happy. I like
Yeah.
everyone to be happy.
Yeah. But you're not
Yeah.
responsible for that.
No, but um I'm just always I like to be I like to just show my compassion because that's really who I am. But I don't want to forget that I need to be compassionate with myself in the process. Like it has to
Yeah.
be balanced.
Yeah.
Like I can be compassionate and loving and thoughtful to others so easily, but I need to balance that with being a compassion thoughtful with myself at the same level.
Yeah.
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 Not more
Yeah.
with them, less with me, not more with me, less with them. Like it has to be balanced.
Yeah. Amazing. And you're
Yeah.
working on it and it's
And
perfect.
yeah.
And
So
brave.
let me not forget my function to balance, to balance truth, it's just show compassion and remember that don't forget your own compassion for yourself. And it's
Yeah.
balanced.
Yeah. Because
And
the
that
light of
way,
the world
yeah,
brings peace to every mind through your forgiveness.
yeah.
So then you just feel peace when you're
Hmm.
balanced.
Yeah, like I'm like when I shared with my sisters I'm going to step back for a while and I need some space and move. They said, "Oh, sure, sure, yeah, yeah, we don't need you, Nina." Like they were trying to make me feel better. We don't need you. But then, you know, they're going to feel my absence eventually, right? And then they're going to start maybe what they're going to have their feelings around it and I'm okay
Hmm.
with that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to freak out and I'm not going to go running to them and try to soothe their
Make them feel
feelings.
better at
Yeah.
your
Because
expense.
that's all I've ever done was try to soothe other people's feelings and
Yeah.
I I just need to focus on myself, and I need to know that that is that I'm worth that, like that I'm worthy of that. Like I'm I don't know, it's kind of like I always felt like putting other people first was my priority
Hmm.
and not myself, and I didn't know that I could do that. And yeah, because we were brought up to be selfless in our household.
Hmm.
And I know it's noble and everything, right? We turn out to be very obedient children and very kind and thoughtful children, but to a fault, right?
Yeah.
Because too much selflessness
Selfless
when,
has to be chosen by you, not by someone else. So someone else making rules about how you should be selfless are not your ideas about being selfless,
right? Yeah,
which
it's
is
a
what you're going through
sacrifice.
now.
It feels like a sacrifice of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and it's really hard. This is what this is what the program I'm facing. Right?
Yeah.
It's very, very intense.
Yeah. And you're so brave.
Yeah, yeah, because it was just a what a program. Like like we weren't born that way.
Hmm. You
We
chose
weren't
that
born.
family to have this experience.
Hmm. Yeah. And and it's in every family. It's not
Hmm.
just mine.
Everyone has their own experience.
Yeah.
I didn't have your experience. I didn't have to be selfless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's why it's easier for you to be to to put yourself as priority in your life, right? I mean, it hasn't been easy for me. And that's
Or
why when
me.
I'm around people who are very, very they're not forceful. I, I like being around people that aren't forceful in their life. Like it's hard to explain. Who don't really want, they're not pushy. Like I just when I'm around people who are pushy, I feel instantly feel like I have to attune to them and I have to do whatever they want me to do.
Obey.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was my dad. He was very like not assertive. Yeah, he was very assertive. Like he knew exactly what he wanted and he told us what we needed to do
Yeah.
and we did it. I
Yeah.
never talk back to him, right? So every time I get around that energy, I literally go into kind of an anxiety and then I push down my anxiety and I'm up for the job.
Yeah.
It's like that's the ego's function. But
Yeah.
now my new function, let me not forget my true function.